Hello everyone, welcome to Music Messages Tarot. This is a little bit of a different type of video today. I haven't done a twin flame reading in quite a while. So this is an all signs reading, and it is for those people primarily who resonate as twin flames. But some of the messages that come through today may be relevant for high level soulmates as well. I did a little bit of a shuffle before sitting down to record and pressing record. And I did already have some messages starting to come through. So I'm tapping into someone from our collective that resonates most likely more as a divine feminine energy. And what was coming through for you, divine feminine, is a masculine energy from your past. This could be distant, recent, or even from a previous incarnation, possibly for some of you, that does want to reconnect with you. The card purification kept coming out, so I feel like this person wants to purify or alchemize your connection in some way because they've done a lot of personal healing recently. And they're feeling like they're in this brand new energy that they want to start to bring to their connections. So this has them wanting to connect with you from a higher level place. We're going to tap in further and see what wants to come out, but that was the general gist of the energy that I was picking up before. I hope everybody's been doing really well. Let me know if you want more of this type of video as well, because in addition to the love readings that I do bring to you every month, and again, I do spread those out throughout the month, but in addition to those, I'd like to bring you some additional content and would really love your feedback on what you find most helpful and the types of videos that you would really like to see. Okay, Divine Feminine. So the first message coming through from our Oracle deck today, and I am using the Herbal Astrology Oracle deck, which is one of my absolute most favorite decks to use, but I don't think I can use it on camera anymore because of some of the imagery on the cards. But I felt really heavily drawn to using this deck today, which is part of the reason that I'm presenting this more as an audio recording. We have the card Breakthrough coming out. And this is like an Ace of Swords energy. It's very, very similar to the message behind like an Ace of Swords that you might pull from the traditional tarot deck. But it actually says breakthrough as well on the card. So I feel like for a lot of you, this person coming back from your past right now is somebody that you have known in this incarnation. I do feel like for some of you, it might be the more distant past, but that does not have to resonate for everyone. This is somebody that you've had some kind of a stalemate situation with. So maybe the two of you either just lost touch, you haven't been in communication for a while. For others of you still, it's going to be someone that you may not have left off with on the best terms. So somebody who is coming to some kind of clarity around their connection with you, around the significance of the type of relationship that you had and what you meant to this person. They're coming to a lot of realizations about themselves as well, is what I'm picking up here. They're closing out some kind of major cycle. And they're having some kind of breakthrough about what they want to say to you, what they want to communicate to you. The information that they relay to you is obviously going to be different from person to person. But it's going to bring your connection some kind of way of moving forward. Whereas before this, it may have seemed like stagnant, like this person didn't necessarily want to communicate with you. In some cases, it could also be vice versa. Like maybe you didn't want to communicate with this person anymore. I am getting kind of like a bad blood energy. So someone who left off on some kind of a bitter note. Okay, so whoever I'm tapping into today, I feel like the message is going to be most relevant to those people who left off with someone in a way that was less than ideal. Like the two of you had some kind of disagreement, or you felt like this person wasn't respectful of you in some way, so the communication was broken. And I feel like whatever revelation this person is coming to right now, and whatever it is they've decided they want to communicate with you, that's going to completely shift that dynamic. I'm also drawn to many of the elements on this card today. The number 39 might be significant to someone. That might be an age or possibly connect to you in a different way. Also, crows or ravens might connect to somebody here more significantly. All right. So, yeah, I definitely get for some of you, this is going to literally translate into a breakthrough in communication. All right. Right now, this is happening internally for this masculine. He's coming to some kind of aha moment or realizing something about the connection that the two of you had that he didn't realize before. For a lot of you, I do see this translating into 3D communication. And like I said, really transforming and purifying your connection with this person by allowing it to move forward. Okay, what else does can't speak today, I'm sorry. What else does divine feminine need to know about this connection to this masculine that wants to come back from her past? Okay, we have Rosemary, the ancient memory card coming out. Someone's name might be Rosemary or Rose or some variation of that, something similar. But this card for me, it's almost like a high priestess energy for me. So I feel this person's intuition heavily guiding them towards you right now. Your intuition might also be perking up, divine feminine. If this has been resonating for you so far in this reading, this person, you might be having like random memories, even significant moments of emotional memory about this person, even if you haven't been in communication with them for quite some time. All right. And what I'm picking up about that is that whoever this masculine is, they're heavily contemplating your connection right now. They're heavy in thought. They're heavily in regret. They're replaying memories of the two of you together. And I feel like you're intuitively picking up on this. You might be a water sign. It doesn't have to be. If you are a water sign, you may have heavy Pisces influence in your chart, you and or this person. But I feel like both of you are being guided by spirit right now into some kind of reunion with one another. Also, I'm noticing this is the number 3 card from this deck. So the number 3 might connect to you or be significant for your connection with this divine masculine. It could be a date of birth. It could be a month of birth. Maybe somebody has a birthday in March. It could pertain to the length of time that you were connected to this person. Okay. And like I said, this card does have an energy reminiscent of the High Priestess tarot card from the traditional tarot deck. But the figure on this card looks very devoutly religious to me. So this might not connect to everybody, but your person or someone involved in this situation might be highly religious or just very, very devoted to a specific denomination that might be a very important part of this person's like identity and the way they view the world and how they construct morals and moral judgments and things like that. So for someone, that's going to definitely connect and be significant. Okay, so what else does divine feminine need to know here about this masculine energy, about their connection to this masculine, and about the possible breakthrough in communication that's coming? Okay, we have the Blue Lotus card. It's the 5th card in the deck, so number 5 might resonate for you, the number 5. But it also says intuition, which is backing up a lot of what we just picked up on. This person's intuition is clearly guiding them and steering them toward you. But the image on this card is like an Ace of Cups for me. So there's a cup, there's like a chalice in the middle with water overflowing, symbolizing emotion, love. This person wants a brand new start in love with you, and I'm getting that it is heavily charged with romantic feelings at the current time. For those of you who don't know, my readings are timeless, so whenever you come across the message, that's when you're meant to hear it. But right now in the present moment, when you're hearing this, whenever it's resonating for you, your person, when I'm picking up, is having almost like a tower moment, but a good tower. They are overcome with emotions for you, and they feel very caught off guard by this divine feminine. They don't know why all of these emotions from the past, for some of you, the distant past even, are resurfacing. And it's not just like a frivolous memory or something that's fleeting. This is like, they're almost feeling like they're back in their connection with you, like the intensity of emotions that the two of you may have felt for each other in the past. They're experiencing those in real time. I'm also really heavily drawn to several of the elements on this card. This is one of the more elaborate artistic designs, so there's a lot going on this card. First of all, the color blue might connect to you or this connection somehow. But the idea of a lotus flower being as resilient as it is, I think that that's relevant for someone here today. Like, your connection with this person may not have always been easy. It may have been very on again, off again, or had a lot of ups and downs. I feel from the energy I'm tapping into, this person's previous self was not always super positive or respectful towards you or this relationship, Divine Feminine, just to put it very bluntly. Okay, so I feel like that did cause a lot of discord in the past, and a lot of it felt like a roller coaster with this person at times. But what you may have thought was dead and gone and like not able to be revived, I feel your connection being resurrected. It's this energy of resurrection between you and this person, and it's going to completely catch you off guard for a lot of you listening. First of all, on an intuitive level, you might feel this person's energy, but I think logically it kind of defies logic for you about like why or how they might reach out to you. So when this person does reach out for a lot of you, it's going to be very surprising. It's going to be very eye-opening, the information that they share with you and the revelations that they've had. Also, at the very top of this card, there is a sun and a moon on opposite ends from one another. So I feel like there's an energy of polarity present in this connection that you have with this divine masculine. For some of you, that might be something as simple as opposite zodiac signs. And if you don't know what your opposite sign is, it's the sign that sits directly across from you on the zodiac wheel. It's 6 spaces away from where you are. So for example, I'm a Libra. My polarity would be an Aries. That's just an example. But I feel like there's some kind of like a yin yang type energy between you and this person. For some of you, that might even be like a private joke or something that the two of you have joked about previously in your connection, about how well you kind of complement each other because you are opposites in some ways. That's obviously not going to connect to everyone here, but I do feel it's relevant for someone. Okay, let's dive in a little bit further. I would like to get a couple of additional messages from this tarot deck, and then we will take a look at our direct messages and see what this person's higher self would want to convey to you today, Divine Feminine, okay? Being guided to shuffle once more. What else does Divine Feminine need to know? Passion flower, surrender. The number 43 might connect, but I definitely feel like this has everything to do with divine timing and surrendering to the process. So you may have been heavily picking up on this person's energy. Some of you may have been thinking about the person and not know why. You may have had a dream about this person. You may have come across something like an old photograph of this person and felt like it was synchronistic in some way. So energetically, I feel like you're heavily picking up on the fact that something is coming regarding you and this person. But I think Spirit is just letting you know to surrender to that divine timing and to that process, and to don't try to rush the process. Try to resist the urge. If you haven't heard from this person, I would allow them to come to you. So try to resist the urge to reach out first, I would say, is what you're being guided to do in this scenario. I feel like this person will come forward when they are ready to say something, and you don't want to disrupt the divine timing of it by kind of jumping the gun or doing something too quickly. All right, so this is all about surrendering to the process and just allowing it to unfold in divine timing. The moon imagery on this card is really significant and standing out to me right now as well. So someone here may have heavy Cancer energy or Cancerian energy in your chart. That might be your person. I do feel like Spirit is letting us know, though, that some element of this connection and or how it's going to unfold is going to remain a mystery. Like, even if you try to ascertain this information through tarot readings, etc., I feel like for the best interest of how this connection is going to unfold, Spirit is going to be withholding that information from you. So you might not have a clear vision of how this might come to pass or how this might manifest with how this person is going to speak to you or come towards you. But that's actually in the best interest of the divine timing. And like, I feel like if you or your person knew that information, it might actually disrupt the process in some way, if that makes any sense. I'm also noticing the owls that are drawn on this card. Someone here might really like owls. That might resonate with you. But also, I feel like this is indicative of a high level of intelligence. You, Divine Feminine, are a very highly intelligent, very perceptive person. And I feel like your person really appreciates that about you. This masculine might also be a very intelligent, wise type individual. And that's why they really acknowledge that about you, and they really respect that about you as well. All right, I'm going to be pulling one more card from this deck today before we move into our direct messages from this masculine. What else does Divine Feminine need to know here? Okay, we have the number 54 card coming out, and it says purpose. Very noteworthy, though, there is a sun and a moon pictured on this card as well, and that imagery is not included on all of these cards by any means. So the fact that we're getting that sun and moon imagery again, I'm just picking up on that polarity energy, like someone who is your opposite in a lot of ways, Divine Feminine, or makes you feel like their energy really complements who you are as a person. That is going to be really prevalent and important for somebody here. But again, this card is entitled Purpose. So for some of you, this is a twin flame. This is somebody that you have a mission with on this planet and in this incarnation. All right. And for this card, I do want to read a little bit from the book. Upright, the meaning of this card is finding divine purpose, dharma, finding the future self, or receiving a divine gift. And the guidance in the book says, ashwagandha, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, guys. Ashwagandha, like the north node, mirrors the potentials of our divine purpose, also known as dharma in Sanskrit. Ashwagandha contains both solar and lunar elements within it, as it provides great strength and adaptability. Yet with the deep qualities of the moon, such as relaxation, lucidity, and expanded consciousness, ashwagandha reminds us that it is not necessary to fully know the entirety of your purpose in order to pursue it. When you're living in alignment with your dharma, there's no separation between your inner and outer realities. It becomes a cohesive expression, therefore granting a feeling of wholeness and completion. Perhaps you are not clear on your desired outcome, so your efforts feel unfocused or purposeless. Even if you've lost touch with your why, remain open to the mystery of the journey. Stay focused and playful. Keep following the signs. That's really important and powerful for somebody here. Like I was picking up with on the previous card, Spirit is letting you know that part of this journey and this reunion that's coming into play here is going to remain a mystery to you, Divine Feminine. There are going to be aspects of it that seem mysterious, like you don't know why they're happening or how and why they might come to pass. Listen to your spirit guides at this time. Make sure you're following signs and synchronicities that the universe is trying to send you. For example, angel numbers, okay? But also continue working on that internal balance of energies that we all have, that divine feminine, divine masculine that we all have inside of us. Continue to nurture that balance because your external circumstances will reflect that, okay? The more you nurture that balance within you, I feel like it's actually going to expedite this process with whoever this divine masculine is coming towards you. With a lot of the imagery in that explanation from the guidebook there, I do feel like for a lot of you, this is your actual twin flame. It doesn't have to be for everybody here. It can be a soulmate, but there were a lot of mentions of like yin yang type energy, polarities like we've been picking up on. Just in essence, divine feminine, divine masculine is really how I interpreted that. So someone who's your true counterpart in a lot of ways and who you've really been mirroring all along and that you might not even have realized that you were mirroring, okay? Parts of this unfolding, though, are going to be kept a mystery to you, and you just need to know that from now. That doesn't mean like ignore your intuition. If you've been feeling a very strong, intense emotion towards this person or having thoughts of this person, that's your intuition letting you know that something is up. However, you do have to relax into that process a little bit and allow spirit to guide how it's going to go. Okay, we're just going to wrap up this reading today, Divine Feminine, with some direct messages from your person's higher self. What would this person's higher self want to say to Divine Feminine? What would they want to convey? We have 2 cards coming out. We have, will this ever change? And I need to hold back my true feelings for you. So on some level, they're feeling like this connection might be taboo, is what I just heard, or not allowed for some reason. Maybe one or both of you is in a physical connection with another partner, possibly. But they are wanting this situation to change. They're feeling this breakthrough energy that we started the reading with internally. And I do see that translating to communication or an external action of some kind as this person comes towards you and wants to move towards you. All right, what else would this person want to say to Divine Feminine today? I'm obsessed with you. Yeah, I feel like these emotions came on out of the blue for your person. They just started reminiscing about you one day, thinking about the good times that you had with them, thinking about memories that you two have made together, and they're kind of fixated on this energy right now. They are obsessed with you, Divine Feminine. Let's get a couple more. What else would this person want to say to Divine Feminine today? What else would this person want to say? Okay, I'm glad we're not doing a visual video right now because I wouldn't have been able to show this one. Basically, they're having sexual desire towards you right now. A Divine Feminine, they are heavily fantasizing about a physical connection with you and parts of your memories that you may have had with this person in terms of physical connection. They've been ruminating over and going over those thoughts in their mind. So it's not a purely physical reason that this person wants to come towards you, but I just heard Kundalini. So for someone here, it might be like that Kundalini effect, that really intense physical manifestation sometimes when a union is about to occur between twin flames or soulmates, high-level soulmates. So they're just having that natural intensity towards you right now. The way I have treated you was wrong. Yeah, somebody who's come to major revelations about the way that they behaved towards you. Like I said, I was picking up somebody who wasn't always positive towards you or their connection with you. And in some cases were downright disrespectful in the past. And they know this. They've recognized it. They feel a very strong urge to either apologize or communicate this to you in the near future. And for some of them, they're going to want to make it right somehow. I can't stop thinking about you. Yeah. Just more confirmation that you are on this person's mind. You're kind of like living in their head rent-free right now, Divine Feminine. So if you're thinking a lot about this person, just know it's because they're sending that energy to you. They also want you to know my life is a mess right now. So maybe that's why they feel like they have to hold back some of these feelings right now. But even if they don't give you the full story on the surface when they come towards you, I see this masculine taking steps to communicate with you very, very soon for a lot of you. All right, I hope that something from today's reading was helpful for you, Divine Feminine, or that it resonated. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, it would really help the channel grow. Again, I would like to hear whether or not you would like more videos of this type, okay? The channel is still growing and expanding, and I would love your feedback as to the direction that we continue to move, all right? Other than that, though, guys, I'm wishing you all the peace and harmony, and I hope you have a wonderful day ahead. Bye-bye.